computer games programming design course that we run at Solent has a large variety of different topics that we cover, ranging from programming, obviously, and design, but that includes programming for some things like networking, understanding how game engines work, using the game engines to create games, as well as when it comes to design, looking at level design, narrative design, and basically just a large variety of everything that you could find a job in the industry.
So one thing that makes design a very distinct discipline in games is that people who become designers really need to understand what makes a good game, what makes for a good play experience, what's fun, which is quite a subjective thing, but it's something that they can learn. They need to be creative, they need to understand human psychology, human behaviorism. There's a whole bunch of really complicated, interesting stuff that goes into being a good game designer.
The design course is split into quite a few different parts. It has narrative, it has level design, it has game mechanics, game design, and it's kind of a mix between programming and art. It's very much what the player enjoys, how the player will get immersed into a game, and what makes a game fun.
So it's not just about, here's my favourite game, I want to replicate this game. It's about, I understand what game design is at a really fundamental level, and I understand what makes humans tick and what's fun, and we get students to engage in that. We get them to broaden out their range of references, so they look at films and art and games and all kinds of things and feed that in to their expertise.
The course has definitely surpassed my expectations, and the lecturers are lovely, and the course content is good, the equipment that's provided is exactly what we need, and they teach you everything step by step. The lecturers and the course is designed in such a way to help you learn quickly and efficiently.
Students have access to all the industry-used software and hardware, and for programmers we use things like Visual Studio. They get access to things like Rider to make developing in things like Unreal Engine a little bit more convenient and easier. And then hardware-wise, we have quite frequently we refresh what kind of hardware we use, so we make sure that we have all the latest hardware that we can run all the latest features, especially graphical features and things like that, because we have a graphics module. So there's quite modern and industry-used hardware and software overall that we have across the course.
So the facilities here are really good. Obviously with the softwares we use, Unreal Engine and Unity, you can't really use them on lower spec computers. So what's been really nice is that we are allowed to book out these rooms which have the better computers for us to use in our free time, and it has been a really big help, especially when it comes to collaborative work. We can all meet up together, and sometimes talking in person is better than talking over the phone or on Discord, so it's been really good to have access to all of this at all times.
One of the things which sets Solent University game courses apart from many in the UK is the fact that every year our students participate in a collaborative studio project. The students work together to make a game, so across all disciplines, programming, design and art. The idea is by the time the students have got to the third year, as a group, they are ready for the game industry.
So far my favourite module, and I think the best module at this uni, is the collaborative module. It is a module where you work with programmers and artists to make one big game. And it's a real insight to what the industry is like. And I feel like it's really prepared me and improved my skills in collaboration and communication, which is really important in the industry that I want to go into.
Every year we have a guest speaker event called CGFX, and we have a day all about computer games, about visual effects and about animation. So we bring in speakers from all over the place. We have games companies, we've had Ubisoft, we've had EA Games. We try and get the best in every time.
So the lecturers are very passionate about helping us get a leg forward in industry. They know how brutal it is, they've worked in the industry, they know just how much you need to prepare to go into it, and they impart so much knowledge onto us about how companies are run, about what systems they use, and they do encourage us to use them as a connection and build connections in industry so we have a head start over everyone else who maybe doesn't have that connection.
We as lecturers, the staff who are teaching you, we all have experience within the games industry. We've all come from, at one point in time, from the industry, so we are effectively providing you with the knowledge that we have learned over our years in industry to help you move forward.
So one thing we really pride ourselves on our games courses is that we welcome in a broad range of students. We understand that creativity needs to be encouraged. We need to kind of give students a safe space in which to learn and be encouraged to develop themselves as people and as artists, coders and designers. And we give them that space, and it's something we're very proud of.